Let's start today's session with a good quote. You can have data without information, but you cannot have information without data. So let's begin this today's session. Today I'm dealing with data validation. Data validation ensures that data is accurate, complete, and meets the required standards before it is used or processed. Right? Whatever all we will collect the data that should be accurate. Right? So this is what data validation will do. And this is crucial in maintaining data integrity and quality across various systems. Let me show you how it will be working by giving an example. So, there will be a task to do collect the data of a student details which consist of a student name and a mobile number. Okay, you have to collect the data which consists of student name and a mobile number. What are the problems we will face while collecting this data from a users? See, by mistakenly, someone can enter in the place of student name a number, right, or anything which is not accurate to the student name. In place of mobile number, we know mobile number consists of 10 digits. So someone can enter the number which is less than 10 or greater than 10, right? So to solve this problem, data validation came into a picture. What it will do, it will validate the data, or you can say it will restrict the data from the users. Let me show you practically. Click on the cell reference, go to data, click on data tools, we have data validation. Click on data validation. By default, it's taking hello any value. So it will take any value from the users. Let me restrict the data. Here we have whole number, decimal, list, date time, text length, custom. So based on the requirement, we will choosing the things. So student name is a text, like I'm choosing here a text. Here in the data, we have between as a default. We can choose not between, equal to, not equal to, based on the requirement. Okay, here I'm choosing between. Have to give the minimum and the maximum character that the name can contain. So here I'm giving it 2 character and the maximum is like 25. After giving all this data, click on OK. Clicking OK, just I'll be entering one number. I am getting a warning. This value does not match the data validation. Why? Because I gave the text length, right? So if I want to enter a name, it's accepting. Or if I want to enter a name like which is greater than 25, again I'm getting a warning that this value does not match because the maximum length I gave it is 25. So if it is greater than 25, I will throw an warning. So let me give the name and the mobile number. We know mobile number will consist of 10 digits. So, for example, for the 2 digits, what will be the minimum and the maximum value? The minimum 2-digit number is 10 and the max is 99. Because in number system, we have numbers like this 1, 2, 3, right? Try to understand what I'm explaining here. See, the minimum 2-digit number is 10. Max is 99 because 100 will consist of 3, right? See, 99 will come here, 100 will. So, like that, for the 3 digits, the minimum value is 100 and the max is 9. So, like that, for the 10 digits, the minimum value is 1 with 9 zeros. And for the max, 9 with 10 times. How I guess this number? Why? Because I am seeing a pattern. You can see here, for the 2-digit number, the minimum is 10. What that is 10. If you do 2 minus 1, that is 1. So it will contain 101 with 1. For the 3 digits, 3 minus 1 is 2. It will contain 2 zeros with 1. Like that, for the 10 digits, it will contain 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 zeros and 1. Same thing for max. For the 2 digits, max is 9, 2 times. For 3, 3 times 9. For the 10, 10 times 9. So this is the pattern. So choose on the cell reference. Go to data, click on data validation. In place of any value, I'm choosing a whole number. So I'm between minimum is this value and the maximum is this value. By clicking OK, you can see here, if I enter the number which is less than 10, I'm getting a warning. It's not matching the data validation. So again retrieve. I'll be entering a number which is serving 10 digits. It's accepting. This is how data validation will work. Let me give you some application part of this where we'll be using, okay? While applying to any exam or a government exam or it may be anything, there will be an age restrictions, right? The people who are greater than this date, they are eligible to apply. So, like I'm giving one example. Year 8/7/2001 is a date I do. The people who are less than this are eligible for the exams. So what I am doing is I'm restricting the date. Go and click on the cell reference. Go to data validation. Okay. Before I did these things, that's why it's showing date less than or equal to or 87. So I will in this I will be showing how to clear the validation. Whatever things you did, how to clear that. You are seeing here clear all, right? By clicking on clear all, whatever the things, it will go and click on OK. So here you are not getting this. If I choose the data validation, it will be like this. This is how we will clear the data validation thing. Let me click once again to do that. I'll be choosing a date and I'll be choosing less than or equal because I have to choose this date, right? And the end date will be this. Click on OK. So if I enter the number which is greater than this, it will turn warning. Why? Because I entered the day which is one day greater than that day, right? So let me retrieve. Go to data, click on data validation. I'm choosing this. For this input messages also we can give that user while entering the data, they will be getting an information like what they did wrong or what to enter in that place. So I'll be giving like invalid date of birth. You can say DOB or in input message, please enter the date less than this date. So after giving the things, click on OK. So when I come here, it should showing invalid date of birth. If I enter, please enter the date less than this date. It's showing an information to the users what to enter in the particular area. This is how for the date of birth. And let me give another one application. While you're applying for the exams, you will be having centers, examination centers, right? Here I choose these places: Haryana, Kerala, Karnataka, Jharkhand. So the examination will be in these states. So what I'll be doing, I want to make these states in a list format where user can just click the drop down arrow and they can choose the centers. For doing that, click on the cell reference, go to data validation, settings. In the place of any value, choose a list. You are seeing list here, right? List. So I have to give the things what should be there in the list, right? So I'll be choosing the place. After choosing this place, click on OK. So you are seeing a drop down arrow, right? So if I click this, I'll be getting the states. So I can choose which state I need to write the examination. So this is how data validation will work in a real time. So this is all about data validation. Thank you guys. Bye bye.